at the rhythm of the song. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good
Top of the morning,
morrow,
Tega.
sir.
Good morrow to you, sir.
Did you say top of the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Top of the morning to you, sir.
That's good.
Hi. You know what would be amazing if we actually did script this and we're just that good at executing the sensation of it being improv.
That was a really good accent.
Thank you. Good day, friends and Throneleys and our friends in the Philippines, the magical land of gifted larynxes.
Yes.
Larynxi. Can we pluralize that?
Larynx.
Maybe that should
the
be the
magic-
name of our Fridays. So it's Magical Land of Gifted Larynxi Fridays.
Well, it rolls off the tongue, which I like.
It kind of
Easy to
does.
remember.
Good morning. Yes, it is live.
Unfortunately.
We're just not that good at acting. So, Filipino Fridays, welcome everybody. We have a wonderful agenda of songs today. So this is our second episode of this podcast, and we're still kind of nudging at the format a little bit, trying to make things flow as well as possible and get to as many artists as possible, even though
Constantly tinkering, if you will.
yes, exactly. So the plan, as per usual being starting last week, we're doing 3 different artists, 2 songs from each of the 3. Now, Johnny and I are selecting the first of the 2 songs for each artist just based on your recommendations from the previous week. So we're still pulling from what you guys have suggested. And then we're putting up a poll where you can vote on the second song for each of the artists. And I already have those songs. We took the top 4 asked within the comments and in the chat early on, starting yesterday. So we will set that up shortly, and you guys can vote for each one. And don't forget, Filipinos Fridays is a forever thing. So we're going to come back. So if we don't get to all the songs that we want to from Katrina, I have a feeling she's going to end up on a Reaction Wednesday anyway, because there's a lot of requests for her stuff. Mm-hmm. Same thing, you know what, with all of them. At some point, they're all going to show up there. But we're going to keep circling back, so no stress as far as that goes, okay? So...
You're stuck with us forever.
Forever. I'm actually going to set up the first poll right now for Katrina. Johnny, can you, I don't know, entertain the folks?
I don't really know what to do. How about like a good Elton John song? We haven't done that one.
Okay.
And we also got She Packed My Bag Last Night for Flight 0 hours 9 a.m.
Actually, I'm just going to put this, hold on.
And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much. I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a time. I actually don't know the words to that one. Oh, juggling.
Well, it is morning. Thank you for that little segment. Maybe we should put in polls for things you should be singing in between the other polls.
Yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe we can also start these shows later, so it's not.
But then it's too late for our friends on the other side of the world. We're trying to find a sweet spot. So the first song that we're going to do from Katrina is Reflection. And here is the poll for the second song. So you guys can vote on that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the top
Thank you, Sophia.
suggestions coming in. So you guys can vote on that. Reflections is going to be our first one. But before we jump in, Johnny, do you have something else to add?
I do. Please hit like and subscribe and ring the bell.
It's a little desperate.
Well,
Please, like me, sir. Like me.
please be our friend, please.
Oh, by the way,
We're
if you
so
don't know
lonely.
who we are, I'm Richard, and that's Johnny. I have more buttons to press. Also, be sure to check out the link below in the description to check out our buyusacoffee.com site where you can support our page. We can continue to grow and bring programs, very unscripted improv programs, to you early in the morning. And check out vocaljim.com where you can learn more about your voice and our online singing courses.
Chris, is that reverse psychology that you're telling me I should not be singing anything from The Sound of Music? Or you really don't like it? For here
Just like
you
she
are,
keeps asking,
standing there loving me.
she keeps asking for the anatomical naked guy too, but I don't know if she really wants that or is it just to torture everybody else. I'm not sure.
I feel like she really wants it. Whether or not you should.
All right, we're going to jump into our first song. Here, I'm thinking we don't need too heavy a filter on this one, I'm guessing. Eesh, I get so nervous because we've been shut down many times. And if you want to watch the videos that we get in trouble with here on YouTube, go check out our Patreon. It's completely free and you don't need to join or do anything there. So that's also an option.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Reflection. I'm assuming this is from Mulan. Yes, it is. Okay. Katrina Velarde. Sound on? Oh, okay, we're
good. Look at me. You may think you see who I really am, but you never know me every day. It's as if I play a part. Now I see, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. Oh, it's that girl I see, staring straight back at me. When will my reflection show who I am inside? I am now in a world where I have to hide my heart and what I believe in, but somehow I will show the world what's inside my heart and be loved for who I am. Oh.
I love Leia's voice, who normally obviously did the character, like texture and tone and everything else. And I'm not going to go into comparing the two because they're two completely different artists in so many wonderful ways. But I always love that someone doesn't just take the original and just repeat it. She's not doing a karaoke version of this. She's adding that little more of the R&B flavors, the riffs, just the signature things that we're starting to learn about Katrina. Just adapting in a way that's effortless to her. And I love it when artists respect the original piece, but still sing it as if they were the original singer.
Yeah,
she's doing so well at this.
Yeah, just a perfect pop voice. Just like right, just right in there.
Yeah,
and
like,
a songwriter's dream too, because she's got that uncanny ability where she can just take a simple melody Not that this is the most simple melody, but when you break it down, it's not that complicated, But it's just, she can make one note and turn it into three, and it's like...
Without it being overwhelming.
Without it being overwhelming, yeah. It's just like this stylized, like the little nuance, little inflections and stuff.
Yes. So this is great. And just a quick, just looking at the chat, guys, I love that the requests are coming in. I know that you want us to do more, and I appreciate that, but we're not taking any more requests for today. So that just kind of clutters the chat for everybody else. So hold off on your requests, please. We're going to put up polls for the other two artists as well, and we're going to continue exploring more songs from Katrina. So obviously it's impossible to absorb any one artist in two songs. We know that well. So just enjoy the song, interact with each other, but don't sweat the requests, please. We appreciate it. Otherwise I have to ban you, and Papa Richard isn't afraid to ban.
Papa Richard and Daddy Johnny.
You don't have the banning power. I took that button away from you. All right, here we go.
Who I am. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Must I pretend that I'm someone else for all time? When will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free.
Sorry, yes, perfect pop voice, but also the diva theatrical power pop voice. There's nothing like...
Well, that's, for me,
Plain.
that's what makes a perfect pop voice, is the
Well,
ability to do all of it.
Fair enough. Sorry, I won't interrupt again. I'll let it go through. I'm just like, okay, this is not your standard pop delivery.
Her tone is, no, it's when I say the perfect pop voice for her tone, it's so universally likable, and yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Fair
just
enough.
everyone on the planet can like that voice. I mean, I feel like I'm sure there's holdouts, which they're stupid, but
Art's killing me here. Papa Richard got a brand new band. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering where One Sweet Day is, featuring Katrina and how do you say this? It's the three singers combined. It's Badackle. It's Johnny. Johnny doesn't know this yet, but that was actually our most requested song. So what we've done, because we want to keep our focus on Katrina today, is that group, those three singers, and One Sweet Day is featured next Friday. So we see the request, we got your back, but we will get to that. All right, here we go.
When will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free to fly, that burns with a need to know the reason why.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I must have some sort of hormone imbalance as I'm aging. Because
is that what I have to look forward to? Complete emotional mess.
I had that goosebump right up to my skull again, like So Young did, and then I had that, and then just my eyes are like, it's time, free me, as she's singing.
This has been a revelation to me, everybody, too, because I've never really known him as a crier.
I'm not.
Well, within the past year,
just falling apart. Since the start of this channel, the birth of this channel has done this to me. I'm gonna keep playing. I don't know if there's anything else, just credits, but I still want to run it. There's not normally this many key changes, are there? I haven't watched Mulan in a while, but there's at least 2 extra, I feel like.
Yeah, they did that on purpose to showcase the range, for sure, which I'm so glad they did.
Yeah.
Man, she has got some power. But, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I just roll the credits here. I don't know if there's any. Matthew Weiler and David Zeppel. Great song that they crafted to begin with.
Yeah.
I've just never seen it scaled up like that.
Yeah, I've always liked this song.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for the sort of the more classic era of Disney stuff. The Disney animated stuff.
All right. Very, very cool. Okay. We have a winner for, we're going to come back. We're going to run through all 3 artists today, and then we're going to circle back. So when we come back to Katrina, it will be Whitney Houston Medley. That is the winner for today.
I was going to say, I feel like that girl can definitely do some Whitney.
Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised that was the vote. Yeah. Even some of the Whitney-esque riffs specific. 'Cause she had like 2 or 3 that she just used a lot. I like Katrina didn't just default copy paste those, but she used them, but also some of her own things.
Right. A couple tonal moments that you can tell that Whitney had been probably an influence at some point, which is fantastic.
All right, I'm just setting up the next poll real quick. We're moving on to SB19. Now, as promised, we are going to watch MAPA. A week or so ago, we watched MAPA with Ben and Ben without understanding. We thought it was a collaborative, like a co-write and everything, but it was actually SB19 released it first, and then that was kind of like a folk version, borrowing on Ben and Ben's like arrangement style and everything. Now, this is really unique, and I'm really curious because...
And that was the wrong one.
We'll probably play the wrong one again. It's really unique to have a lyric video so popular. Because there's live versions of them. There's a Wish Bus version, and I'm sure we're going to get to an SB19 of like a Reaction Wednesday, so we'll double down on getting to know them a lot more. So just, be patient as far as that goes. But the lyric video is insanely popular, which is unusual. It has, 96 million views, that's significant, right? So obviously the lyrics matter here. So we didn't really take them in our first pass. We were just kind of taking in the whole orchestration of everything. So we'll get to focus on the production and the actual lyrics that are being said this time. So that's what we're going to do this time. You can check out the Wish Bus in the future. And there's already lots of people wanting. Now I'm going to stick to my guns here. I know the Wish Bus is popular, but we're going to check this one out, okay?
Richard,
yes.
Can I have permission to thank, and I'm asking permission since you're Papa Richard, and I don't want to make you mad. Can I thank a couple of the coffee supporter buyers? Okay, thanks. I would like to thank someone.
I was waiting for you to just do it.
And Sammy, thank you guys so much for your coffees today. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. I realize the Wish Bus is popular also, and that gets to see the live. We love live, but there's a reason this is so popular to begin with, and I'm curious what that is, and it does allow us to kind of sink in, hear the voices more distinct, and absorb the lyrics. So give us an opportunity to do that. And we will be happy to to check out the Wish Bus in a future one. And I have translations available. There's definitely controversy on this one. Well, welcome to the channel.
just stirring things
I can't
up.
make everyone happy. I'm sorry. All right, and then the other 4 that's in the poll right now, you guys vote on which one that you enjoy. Those are the other 4 most requested. Ooh, I'm bringing the video here. Sorry.
You make me happy, friend. Just know that.
La chera chera, la chera chera, la chera chera chera, la chera la chera.
Wake up, little Johnny, wake up.
La chera chera, la chera chera chera, la chera la chera.
Can you read the subtitles?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mama, kamusta na di na? Tayo laging nagkikita, miss na kita sobra. Lagi na lang kami ang nauuna. Di ba pwedeng ikaw muna, akin ang pangamba? Dahil ikaw ang aking mata sa tuwing mundo'y nag-iibang dahilan ng aking paghinga. Kaya huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, tana, pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Labis pa sa labis ang iyong nagawa, mama, pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara,
I had this hook stuck in my head.
Exactly.
Behind my son.
la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara.
So I want to comment on something right away. Just lyric content as a whole. It's not often that these, it's not generally popularized for young men to be singing a song of appreciation and love for their parents. Like, so the topic, at least that's what I'm taking in right away. And I remember getting a glimpse of it last time, but speaking as a dad, it's just having it, and I'm not going to cry. But
Well, I was going to say, I feel like you've opened the door to more men to show their emotion.
Yes.
I feel like you were the catalyst for that.
And I just appreciate that, because when I was songwriting at their age, I didn't write any songs for my mom. It just didn't really come up. And it's not out of love and appreciation. She's a wonderful woman. Sorry, Mom, if you're here tonight.
I wrote all my songs for my mom, I didn't have many friends.
Which might be a little disturbing if you go back and read the lyrics, but we're not going to go there. So I just love that is embraced and then popularized to this degree is kind of a big deal, just in terms of like stepping outside of the box.
Yeah.
And what is, just writing lyrics for the sake of writing lyrics. And I remember Pablo, I see that, Noir,
Yeah.
thank you for that. We credited him correctly the first time we read this, but didn't know Pablo was his nickname or artist name. I just read the full name, like, oh, none of the SB19 guys wrote this one. I'm surprised. No, he did. It just
He did.
great poetry. Love the hook that we heard before. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. I want to catch that first verse again.
Yeah, as soon as that came in, I'm like, oh yeah.
Just to write, just to even have a letter to give to mom or dad on their birthday or Christmas is very personal and rare to do on a very mature approach. And then to cultivate it into a song that echoes for everybody else, I just think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Na lang kami ang nauuna, di ba pwedeng ikaw muna, akin ang
Kodako is next week.
pangamba?
Filipino Friday next week.
Dahil ikaw ang aking mata, sa tuwing mundo'y nag-iibang dahilan ng aking
Showing love and tone delivered
Kaya
too.
huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, tana, pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Labis pa sa labis ang iyong nagawa, mama, pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara, la tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara.
That's
Papa, naaalala mo pa ba? Nung ako'y bata pa, di ba? Aking puso yung hinanda sa mga bagay na buhay.
What singer is this?
Papa, naaalala mo pa ba? Nung ako'y bata pa, di ba?
Right here.
Aking puso yung hinanda sa mga bagay na
Love the spillage of air.
buhay ang
Really
may
cool
dala.
delivery.
Dala ko ang iyong bawat payo, at hanggang sa dulo magkalayo man tayo, ako'y tatayo, pangako tatay ko. Dahil ikaw ang aking paa, sa tuwing ako'y gagapang ng dahilan ng aking paghinga.
Kaya huwag mag-alala,
Gosh.
ipikit ang iyong mata, tana, pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Labis pa sa labis ang iyong nagawa, papa, pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara.
I'm so glad you guys are here during this. So this is so cool. So Pablo wrote this, and for when I'm glancing over, I'm trying to take. It's actually the video is nice, just in its simplicity, and as exciting as it is, we always prefer live and seeing who's singing what. This does allow my brain to absorb lyrics and read chat at the same time without being distracted with
I
who's
know,
singing
so-
what and how their facial expression. So I this is a nice little change up. So Pablo wrote this with the idea that, I don't know if you saw this, Johnny, with the idea of, particularly with parents that might be working all the time or far away, things like that. So it's that distance. It's like, I still feel your presence, appreciate, etc. That's my interpretation between lyric and chat anyway. And this line that he gave Josh, MLM wrote, he never met his dad, and Pablo gave him that part.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Awesome.
I love that. I love stuff like this because it's
Yeah.
it's also like that love for your writing part. Well, not writing partner, but musical partner. That artistry and just it allows everybody to feel and celebrate the meaning of the song together, which is beautiful.
It's so cool. I mean, to see a group of people come together that really seem to care about each other, like a musical group come together. Because there's so many out there, you just find out later. It's
Some
like,
of them
oh,
just hate each other.
they hate
so
each other.
much.
Some of my favorite bands, like you just find out later, it's like, half the members hated the other half, and they had to take separate limousines, and they'd come on, opposite sides of the stage, and it just, so like with these guys and like BTS, like the true
17 and all them. Yeah, it's like they work
Yeah.
it out, which is
love they
work
have
together.
for each other, which it's, it can be really easy for the egos to come into play and
Oh, yeah.
just start clashing. I also want to point out real quick how cool it is as a songwriter if you can find a five-syllable word and make that your hook, and find like another 4-syllable word and make that the rhyme, and it works. That's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that, like, that was with me hours past the first time we saw that. I'm just like, what is that? Like, oh, right, SB19.
Yeah.
So that was brilliant. Real quick, before I start the song again, thank you so much for the super chat. Matt, Arnold, Cute Panda, and Lucky. Thank you very much. We appreciate your support.
Lucky TV. Thanks, guys. Those
Yes.
guys are awesome.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's from a lullaby.
Di ko na
That's cool.
sasayangin pa mga natitirang paghinga. Tutungo na kung saan naroon ng mahalaga. Whoa. At kahit na
mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, tana, pahinga muna, ako na.
Huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata, tana, pahinga muna, ako nang bahala. Mas pasalabis ang iyong nagawa, mapa, pahinga muna, ako na. La tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara, la tara tara, la tara tara, la tara tara tara, la tara la tara.
All right, who's doing the grit? I'm a sucker for the grit.
He loves the
Just
grit.
in.
He loves the grit, people. Who did it?
Oh, I remember him from. I can picture his face.
Pahinga muna,
That is Pablo. Okay, cool.
ako na.
I love the conviction he has at the end. And then, so really well crafted as far as using their instruments. We've talked about this with some other groups with multiple singers. I love it when they know which voice to put where. Just like in Arranger, it's like, oh, we want flute doing this line, we want clarinet doing this line because the contrast back to back or overlapping creates this sort of effect. They did a really good job at selecting who's singing what line, so it keeps there's a similarity among them all, not in a negative way, but just
But a distinctiveness too, I think.
absolutely distinct, but similar
Yeah.
in the sense where the handoff. We talked about this with BTS too. The handoff. We talked about that with these guys with the Wish Bus that we saw. When they go from one to the other, like they know how to take the tone that the person just sang, and either strategically contrast it, or just go like, I'm going to keep the same tone and then take you in this way. So they're listening to each other, which I just have mad respect for. Again, it shows maturity and not letting their own ego or desire to outdo the others. It's not there, or it would show up. It's identifiable when that happens.
Yeah. I can also see why people were pushing us for this version too. I love the other version because obviously it's a song that works. You know, you can make
We
work
like all
in
the
a bunch of
live
different
instruments
genres.
and everything too. Yeah.
But that was more like a folky, like guitar driven, which obviously was great and we loved it. This is a little more the pop thing, and I like it. I think this one's a little bit more emotional maybe, and the other one's a little bit more kind of like would be a fun sing along at a festival type of thing. But that's kind of the sign of a great song is that it can, you know, depending on what context and what setting it's in, it can have different effects.
Yes.
And I love a good modulation. You know that. You know that about me.
All about
I
the
love a good modulation. I
modulations.
feel like it's underutilized in today's music, especially. It was, 80s, 90s, it was all over the place, and I really feel like it can help evolve a song and just kind of take it to that next emotional plateau or an emotional level. And I love whenever anybody. All I need is one. I just need one little half-step raise, and I'm a happy boy.
I like one, but when it's well done, I don't mind 6 or 7.
True.
If it's done right.
Yes.
It can be distracting. Okay, so I'm just setting up the next poll. Obviously, we have a winner for SB19. We're going to do Liham. And it looks like the Wish Bus is the popular version for that. So we're going to circle back to that. Right now, we're moving on to Regine. And
The Queen, right? Queen Regine?
the Queen Regine, yes. The song that we chose based on recommendations leading up to today is I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, because Johnny and I love that song. A little Aerosmith cover, and this is many, many years ago. This was 13 years ago, the video we're about to watch.
I don't want to miss a thing.
I don't want to miss a thing either.
Yeah.
And hold on. And the other songs that you're going to vote on include What Kind of Fool Am I? A Piece of Sky. I'm guessing is not English title, ends with Kita. You all know what it is. I don't. And Broadway medley. So I'll let you guys vote among that. That poll is up. And at the moment, we're going to check out I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
By the way, y'all are showing up today. The number, we got good numbers today.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
How many people have I cried in front of now? You know, prior to this
Thousands.
channel, I'm going to say 6 or 7 people total.
I was one of them. I saw it one time. I literally saw it one time. And then fast forward to this past year.
The world, welcome to my heart. All right. This is, again, this is an older video. I think we're going to be, hopefully, no copyright issues.
Hormonal imbalance. Oh, Richard.
All right, here we go. Don't want to miss a thing.
I feel like they have supplements for that.
This channel is my supplement. She just came out of I Do Anything for Love.
Wait, what? Wait, stop.
Wait, what are you listening to?
We're sorry. What do you say? What'd you say?
It sounds like she's just come out of the song I Do Anything for Love.
No. No, this is like... Remember this song has that opening, don't you? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I could stay awake just to hear you. Yeah, it's got that, but she's just doing like a more energy. But it does sound like
so they did like an opening.
Yeah, it sounds like
that's maybe it's what I wanted to hear, as opposed to what was actually heard. So
Yeah.
that is a possibility.
All right, we apologize.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
We'll just cut that out.
I apologize
All right,
for
we're
Richard. Yeah.
I apologize for nothing.
Yeah. It does sound like it. I'll give it to you.
Exact same chord progression. All right, here we go.
Close to you, feeling your heartbeat.
All right.
And I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. And then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together.
Totally make it.
I just wanna be with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. Don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep 'cause I kiss your face, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dreams will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna miss one time. I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you right here, right now, just like this. I just wanna hold you, your hands close to mine, and just sing this moment all the present time.
I don't remember that part when Steven sings it.
Nope, that was her.
First line, just like, and here's my take. We just talked about this with Katrina. Just like, I'm going to filter this through my brain, my voice, my artistic imagination, and it just takes it in her own way. And the effortlessness.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I feel like there's just some people that just are born with just humongous voices, and it doesn't, like, I feel like even when they talk, they just have this built-in resonance, and it just fills a room.
Some do, but I've heard it's the opposite too. It's like the speaking brain, just the coordination for speak, they can be really soft and quiet, and then all of a sudden they
Yeah.
sing and it's like full out. It's like you pull on different parts of the brain and then triggers that instrument in a totally different way.
Yeah. Well, whatever the case, she's got a big voice.
Not to negate you, but you're wrong. No, but some do. Sometimes someone, actually I've heard the opposite. Sometimes people will speak and they got like this, wow, I can't wait to hear them sing. And it's like, where did it go? Like everything
Yeah,
kind of
so-
closes off. So it's just,
So further disproving what I just said. Cool.
it's not that what you said was irrelevant. It was just a waste of everybody's time. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, everybody. But I just feel like she's effort. It doesn't take much for her to like project.
No, her alignment, if you will, is crazy. Even just her body is just relaxed and just like this just powerhouse. So cool. You're saying I heard.
What do you expect?
Did training voice singing in water. Oh, that's interesting. Swimming is a great exercise for singers as a whole. As long as you don't choke on the water. That's generally anti-warm-up.
Yeah.
Trained submerged her neck deep in the singing. Interesting. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Thank you for that information. I'm curious about that approach to see what they did. And someone did ask about the vote that's going on right now. One of them says Broadway medley, and the question is which one? I don't know. So if you vote for that, then we will further discuss. So we'll go from there.
Yes. Power is in your hands, people.
Yes, I'm happy to explore the options once we get there. All right, here we go. Let's keep going.
I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss your face, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Raise the mouth.
I don't wanna fall
PJ.
Wow.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you can see why, like the prominent artists of Filipino artists, particularly of today, just the Morsettes and the Gigi's just idolized her. Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think of the time period that she's doing this. This was not popularized. I mean, with the exception of like maybe Aretha Franklin. Like I'm trying to think of who else like before Regine. You know what I mean? Like that had like that kind of power, that playful vowel, like thick vibrato. Just kind of like just like it's just kind of gives a hint of like a gospel overtone with just power. I'm gonna hear it just that anyway.
I don't wanna miss a
Ah, what a voice.
Yeah. God, I feel like she's just got never-ending range. I know she has an ending. She's got a limit to what she can sing, but it just seems like, man, it can just keep going. I feel like she's got another couple notes.
Where was she going anyway?
F. So it's F5.
So that F5, which is right here, so this is middle C, we're going up here. That was belt.
True belt. Yeah.
I mean, that was like if there was if she was in the passaggio at all, meaning the folds thinned a little bit, like the layman's term is mixed voice, the folds thinning like 5%, 10% to make it a little bit easier to vibrate faster to get that frequency. But the power, the intensity, the overtones felt like it was full on. F is really high for that. And then the other singers that would do that, the F sharp, like Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, it's like that kind of like full on intensity kind of thing. It's just, you don't hear a lot of it. In Broadway at this time period too, you go back a decade, 2 decades ago, and a lot of the top notes were like that D-E belt, and like now they're going even higher. It's just like, because singers build on each other. They learn from the previous singer, and they challenge themselves, and they grow up. People are listening and singing to Regine's voice, so then they build on that and take it to another level, which is just so cool.
It's so cool. That's the Queen. Give it up for the Queen.
Yep. All right, I get it, and I love that she's still active too, singing. So we saw a more recent video last time. All right, so I'm going to end this poll. We have our 3 songs selected, and we're going to circle back to Katrina Velarde.
Thank you for the last super chats too, as well.
Wait, did I actually write down what it was? What a fool am I? What kind of a fool? All right, sweet. All right, Johnny, it's your time to play a little ditty while I find these links. It's your time to shine, buddy.
Another song about a mother.
Mama. No one knows what that song's about.
Oh, let's see.
Quick question there's a few different, not for you. Here, I'm taking Johnny off camera for a second. You can play in the background. Quick question for you in the chat. For Katrina Whitney Houston medley, there's several options. I feel like I've seen Viva Cafe being one in particular that was recommended. Is that the one we want to do? Let me know. And back to you, Johnny.
Thank you, the Jude of Davao. Hey, the Jude. Da, 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 da. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her in your heart. Then you can start to make it better. All right, everybody out there sing. Da, 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 na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
Hey, Jude. Okay, so we got a mixed... for SB19, I do have the Liham on the Wish Bus. So we're definitely going to do that one. I see there's so Metro Walk seems to be pretty popular as well, but others like the other one. You know what? I could fix that. So, are we doing...
Hey Jude.
Medley from... Viva, what did I say? Viva Cafe?
Oh, shoot. Oh my god, that was butchered that.
Ooh, wait, I lost my... Dang it. Katrina. Sorry, John. Knee.
couldn't give that extra energy to say both syllables, huh?
That's a lot. Just too much.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside.
What am I typing?
I have no idea.
I forgot what I was doing.
All I know is I'm getting paid extra for this episode. Not one of those who can easily hide.
Tip Johnny's
get paid.
imaginary piano with some coffees here while I
don't have much
sort
money,
myself.
but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live.
Ah, Viva, that's what it was. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let you guys choose. So, new poll, the Viva Cafe or the Metro Walk one? That way, I take no responsibility.
It's almost 10 o'clock on a Friday. The Filipino crowd rushes in. There's an old man sitting next to me, and his name is Richard, and he's something his tonic engine.
No, that's not until the Damashathon. Okay. Ooh, is the What Kind of a Fool Am I, Regina? Is that, looks like she's with an orchestra? So there's one from 1993, and there's one in a red dress. That one looks like it's more popular. I guess it's that one, unless I hear from you
Lady
otherwise.
in red.
Okay, I think Metro Rock
For the tip
won. So we're gonna close that poll. I'm so glad I asked. All right. So let's start there.
Thanks, Francesca. Did you become a member solely because of My Piano Man?
She's gonna unsubscribe so fast. Thank you very much for coming to member. It's much appreciated. The one in the red dress. Okay, great. So I believe I have my selections. So we are moving forward. So first up is Katrina with Whitney Houston Medley, Music Hall Metro Walk. I'm gonna have to keep the transparency on here. So here we go.
Also, thank you to our dearest latte lover. Our dearest latte lover.
Hold on, I think I missed a super chat too. Oh, you got the Jude. That's where the song came. Now I can see where you came from, and Matt as well.
God, what would you do without me? I don't even know.
Not the show. I just sit here, just listening to music with headphones on and crying, and begging for coffee.
You'd probably get more people.
No way. Here we go. Oh, I see what they did. They picked the video that's longer. They know what they're doing.
You clever bastards.
I have one complaint. One complaint. Love it or hate it. This is our channel. I'm going to say
Just
it.
go for it. You go for it. You can send your hate mail to info at...
One
Go ahead,
complaint.
go ahead.
I can't sing along. There's too many notes. There's too many
There's a lot.
choices. It's just
There's
she's
a
just
lot of
sitting
notes.
down and just like
God.
just
These
like
pe-
just running through the notes
I
in
know.
such an effortless, distinct, clean way.
Yeah, these people piss me off in the most loving way. Just they're so good. It's so easy.
Oh man.
Remember when we held on in the rain? The nights we almost lost it. Once again, we can take a night into tomorrow.
Ooh, stop it there.
Living on feelings.
Did you catch that? Wait. Which is also like, we're on, Dia.
Touching you, I feel it all again.
Oh my God.
Did we almost have it all? When that was all we had were keeping. The ride with you was worth the fall, my friend. Loving you makes life worth living. Till we almost have it all. The nights we had until the morning.
Oh my gosh.
You know I'll never feel that way again. Till we almost have it
Chest voice, head voice, full voice, mixed voice, just dances through it.
What's next?
I don't know.
I love that last song, by the way. Love it. Always loved it.
all at once.
For those of you coming on my water jug, this is to fuel my tears. I have to replenish.
Can I play through that song again? You don't hear chords like that anymore. So that's a G.
I hear that all the time.
You hear G's, right? But this chord. So
What's
this
going
is
on there?
This is a D over a C bass. So it's not just your D chord. It's gives that little emotional tug. So play
So
a D
we'll-
chord.
So you got D,
And then-
F sharp, A.
Yep. And then octave lower, go to the C. There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is interesting.
Yes.
Because it implies, well, it's the seventh, right? Is it, or is it a mate?
It's not the seventh. So I mean, it's the same note as the seventh. It's that C, but it's all about
Right,
context
but
and
it
where you
being in
place
the-
it. Yeah.
That gives it a crunch that just makes it a little suspenseful, right?
It's just a little. It's a little emotional tug, if you will.
Yeah, I like it. I also like and appreciate the super thanks, Ian. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going here.
I finally took a moment and I'm realizing that you're not coming back. teardrops, and at least a million fell. My eyes began to swell, and all my dreams were shattered all at once. Ever since I met you, you're the only love I know, and I can't forget you, though I was wasting all at once. I'm drifting on a lonely sea, wishing you'd come back to me, and that's all that matters now. All at once, I'm drifting on a lonely sea, holding on to memories, and it hurts me more than you know, so much more that it shows.
Oh, she connected it. Yes.
And it hurts me more than you know, so much more than it shows. All at once.
God. Stop it for a second.
I kind of don't want
But you have to.
to. What's up?
Just real quick. I
Yeah.
love her. She's,
She's so good.
I freaking love her. Man, I could listen to this all day. But we can't. But I want to.
Be
Okay.
careful what you wish for.
Oh my goodness.
Man, she's
Oh my.
the number of song requests that have come in for Katrina just over the last couple of months. Because we just have like try to compile and organize requests coming in because there's so many. Her name just keeps coming up, and obviously we're seeing why over and over again. So a Reaction Wednesday dedicated to her, I'm all for.
Also, are we at is this the most people we've had during this
Where we at?
live?
Holy crap! 1,782.
Everybody, don't go anywhere. Let's see if we can break the world record, which I think is 1,900.
World record.
The world record for amount of people in the street.
Yes. At this time on this date in the U.S.
We're going to break the internet today.
We'd be really specific to break a world record here.
We're going to do it. Everybody,
Tell
call
your
your friends.
friends. All right, here we go.
Thank you so much.
You guys are awesome.
I know it's been some time, but there's something on my mind. You see, I haven't been the same since that cold November day. We said we needed space, but we found some empty place. And the only things I learned is that I need you desperately. So here I am, and can you please tell me?
Okay.
He had some hits.
Yeah.
Back to the open arms of my love that's waiting there. And if somebody loves you, won't they always love you? I look in your eyes, and I know that you still care for me. Now that
We broke 1900, and then it just went under. So throw that out into the world again. Bigger number.
Okay. Actually, the record, I just found out, I just checked it up on Wikipedia, which is a very reputable source. The record is actually, it was 19 million. Sorry.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're a little off, few zeros off, but we appreciate the effort. Let's go for 2. She's, I can't wait to dive deeper into her song choices. I guess she has some things with, like, she does impersonations as well. Really curious, because she has so much play with her voice. I'm curious to see what she does with that. I'm guessing I don't know if it's speaking as well as other singers. I'm assuming singing focused. I'm excited to see where else she goes. Real quick while we're paused, Rosalie, thank you so much for the super chat, and Angeletto as well. Thank you for being here.
There's others that you missed.
Did I get them all?
I don't know. I feel like there's more.
Oh, there was. So Anne was where I picked up last time, and Lynn as well. She gave us a super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. It's a lemon character raising both his thumbs up. So, great sticker. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So yeah, we have a few more millions to go, everybody. If really, just send out those texts.
Just a few billion.
Make those calls. We can do it.
All right, I'm gonna back it up a little bit. I want to hear this build up. Oh, all the nuances. When she does a riff, they're so tight. The notes are just like it's just so clean.
They just fall out of her mouth. It's so effortless. Where the broken hearts go? Yeah, it's just like so good.
The cries, the push. Oh, I just love it. Drop my coffee. I had to hear that transition again. What is that? What did she do there?
So, okay, go to F6. Oh, wait, no, sorry, F5. So it's F, E flat. Well, come on, man, you heard it. F. Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's F, E flat, C, B flat, A flat.
So, and this what?
Yeah, no D flat, no D flat, just the C.
If she wanted the D flat, she could have added the D flat.
And yet she did not because
Because that
there
was
you go.
it was just slicker. In such a short period of time, I mean, it's easy here. I've got 5 fingers. That's that's easy to do. Vocally, you have to get the folds to vibrate at precisely the speeds. I can't even speak. She's so specific on the speed of vibration to jump from note to note that cleanly is just crazy. And the volume of power and the push and everything there, because it has like more of almost a belted overtone mixed with it. So hard to do with that much pressure.
1995, just like the year I was born.
Lies. I want to hear that one more time. Did it, 2008. Thank you, guys.
She's ridiculous.
Wow. Just wow.
Just wow.
I need some more water.
Wow.
Yeah. So I can't transition to another song right away. That was the series of songs she just did was just crazy tight. It's just so well executed. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sky, so much for the super chat. We do appreciate it. So what do the blue hearts stand for? I see there's a lot of them. I know what purple hearts are. Where are the blue ones? I know what red hearts are.
Man, the Philippines is just a musical hotbed of talent. There's
we have to go there at some point. I just feel like we can just like walk from karaoke bar to karaoke bar and just like take notes, like all the master classes. Obviously, not everybody's at the skill level Katrina is. I mean, that's just thousands of hours of like so much training and practice and execution. You know, it's like we understand that. But what I love is the premise from the comments in all the chats. Oh, the blue heart is SB19. We're getting there. So one of the major problems I see as a vocal coach here in the U.S. is there's this idea of haves and have-nots when it comes to singing. But we all have this instrument. So if my theory is, if you can speak, you can sing. Obviously, there's going to be different versions and executions and abilities that might be mixed in with it. But there's this idea of like, oh, well, you could be like 8 years old, go to choir or chorus or something, and then, oh, I'm sorry, you can't sing because you were off key. Like, you have teachers saying that to kids or parents or siblings or neighbors, whatever. And then they believe that. And it's just not a philosophy that exists in the Philippines. It's a sing anyway, or keep singing and you'll get better. There's a much more of a nurturing quality and just that embracing humanity and the love, appreciation for the uniqueness of the individual mind and the gift that they have. And it shows in the culture musically as a whole. And we are grossly lacking that here in the U.S. So I don't know how to fix it. I'm trying.
He's trying his best, people.
Whew. Oh, that was so good. All right. Switching to... Oh, and Michael, also, thank you so much for the super chat.
Can you put Shirley on real quick?
Shirley? Oh,
Shirley, you can put Shirley on. Yeah, that's the one. I'll be right back.
Johnny's leaving. It's just me and Shirley now. In SB19. And we're staying over 2,000. Thanks, guys. I need audio with this. Because just me talking and looking at... I'm just going to be quiet because it's better to look at her anyway. Here's full screen. Isn't she adorable? We don't really have technical difficulties. I just wanted to see Shirley up close. All right, and I'm back. Okay. All right, so we have SB19, Wish Bus, Liham next. And then after that, for those of you just joining us, we've already decided on what kind of a fool am I from Regine. Oh, I had a question. There's a couple different versions of Regine. I already asked this, the one in the red dress. We already have the answer. My bad. Yes, she is adorable. Almost all the boys in SB19 have cat. Nice. Meow, meow. Cuter than Johnny. Thanks. I'm guessing you're referring to Shirley and not me. All right, sounds like he's back.
I'm back.
Hold on. I pressed a button, it jumped ahead in the song. All right, here we go. I think we were all secretly hoping you were going to go get Shirley, and then...
I can try.
You guys want him to get Shirley?
I can do it. Let me do it. I'll do it.
All right, go grab her.
Okay.
The Shirley. I don't know. Why do we have that? So Shirley Jones is named after the Shirley Jones from the Partridge Family. She was a Broadway singer first, like Oklahoma, things like that, and that's who Johnny named the cat after. Oh, for subtitles and captions, because we're actually live, we can't turn them on. They have to be populated after. So, unfortunately, sometimes you have to wait like a full 24 hours before they showed up. Sometimes they're a little bit quicker. So, unfortunately, we can't help with that. All right, I hear him. Let's see what we got.
We're back.
She's here.
Say hi to everybody.
We're over here. The scowl on her face. Oh, why did you get me up, Daddy? She looks like a dust mop. She's so fluffy.
There we go.
Oh, I love her. Okay. Here we go. SB19 Liham. Oh, I could just stare at her all day. How do you get any work done with her around?
Well, she hides a lot.
Oh, I see requests for TNT Boys. Might as well announce it now. Next week, Friday, is... TNT Boys, Sarah Geronimo. I'm guessing that's an artist name. And the Budakal, Budukal, again, I'm not quite sure if I'm saying it right. And we're going to actually do One Sweet Day. I see that coming in again. So that's going to be next week for sure. And then we'll do votes again for others. All right, here we go.
We're ready. Look, we have the same look.
So uninterested, right?
Wish.
Ang aking mundo ay payapa
1075.
sa di malamang dahilan. At
Is that Pablo
noon ay
singing?
buo kong inakala lahat ay ayos na naman. Nang bigla na lang ay dumating ang di hinantay, nagbabalat kayong himala. Mga pasan ay gumaan, ikaw ang tanging dahilan. Sa'yo lang napuno ng kasiguraduhan. Narito ako, tapat lang at totoo. Pinapangako sa iyo.
So Ken was second, the white hair.
Ang aking liham sa pag-ibig ko, di hayaan na mag-isa ka sa kahit na ano. Ikaw lang ang himpilan ng aking puso. Sa piling mo'y panatag ang buong pagkatao. Ligaya ng aking mundo.
All right, still learning. So real quick, if I'm, can you see where my cursor is? My mouse cursor. I don't
Yes.
want to excite
yes.
Shirley, so make sure she doesn't jump after the
She
the
she is
mouse.
in. She is definitely into this.
Let's keep her subdued here. So this is Pablo. Then this is Ken. Is that correct? Josh. No, Stell. Do I have the first three right? Sorry, I'm a slow learner with this, especially obviously as we continue to hear more songs, we'll get it. Pablo's got more of the grit. The third. Okay, so that's Stell. And then who's over here, who we just heard? Oh, I see. You're giving me in order. Perfect. So Ken, Justin, Stell, Pablo, and Josh. Do I got that? Okay. Thank you. It'll take some time. It'll get there. Beautiful song right away. I have a request to Wish Bus. Can you bring us out and we can just like hang on your bus for like a week and just hear all these incredible artists coming in?
Right.
Oh, such a great setup. Do you need to let her out or is she gonna be okay?
I don't know. Do you think she wants to be let out? I can't really tell. She's not really.
No, wait. Okay, she's changing her mind. You know what it is? It's because I stopped the music. That's where
There you
her
go.
annoyance is. So
Yeah,
I'm
she
gonna
was
back it up
really
a little
into-
bit. I'm still taking in
Yep.
the lyrics a little bit here too.
Okay.
So Liam means letter.
Pinapangako sa iyo. Ang aking liham sa pag-ibig ko.
I like his voice a lot.
Hayaan na mag-isa ka sa kahit na ano. Ikaw lang ang himpilan ng aking puso. Sa piling mo'y panatag ang buong pagkatao. Ligaya ng aking mundo.
Pablo wrote this one too.
Okay, rami ng mga bagay na hindi natin maintindihan. Sa kabila ng lahat ay pilit nating binabalikan ang mga panaginip na
great harmony arrangement here. Is Justin on the low end? Because I heard when he did his solo part, he had like a good overtone, just a rich quality on the low end. And when they did that, does he typically go low, or is that another singer? I don't know all the
hard to tell. Yeah,
I don't know all the tones yet, so it'll take some time here. But I love
they can all sing their butts off.
Well, yeah, there's no question there. Ken, just when he's in his head voice like that, just it's not really distortion, but there's just a little bit of like I call it like a drive, like hair, if you will. It's just like this little edginess to it that I think just gives it more, I don't know, compassion or something to it. I love that sound. Ken does the lows. It's like husky. I like that. And he's the bass. That's cool.
Let's go.
Ligaya ng aking mundo.
So Pablo wrote this one. The arrangement on this is great. Just the orchestral, I mean, just the way they're weaving in the string arrangement. It's just not, again, this could have just been piano, bass, drums, and instead it's got this whole epic feel to it. And then they're like this cry, this call, this love, like this, it's got this compassion drive in their vocal delivery. I think they did a great job with this piece.
God, he's if he's writing all these songs, he's really talented. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, he produces all their songs too.
Mixed with the electric, it's a great blend. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over.
I love that.
What are you saying?
I love that. Keeps lifting up.
And then just having, instead of just the strings, even an electric guitar, because you got kind of like that lead underneath, and then just like letting that linger over this really gentle part that's coming in. Just, I mean, that's not, it's not typical, but it's by no means unheard of. I just sucker for when it happens. I love those dynamic shifts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kaya kung hindi tayo nagkita.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 107.5.
Ang buhay ko'y matatawag pang mapabuhay. Sa layo ng bituin, ano. Liham sa pag-ibig ko, pinapangako na ang bituin ko ay para lang sa'yo. Ikaw lang ang himpilan ng aking puso, mag-isang harap o nakaraan, ikaw lahat ako. Aking mundo.
Yeah.
Ligaya ng aking mundo.
Nice.
That's freaking good. Yeah, they're awesome.
Hi Wishers, we are
SB19.
For more exclusive videos,
Click it.
click it.
Click right here.
Click here.
Click here.
Click here.
Click here.
Click here.
Click here.
Click
There?
here. Click here.
Click
I
here.
think-
Click here. Click here.
Not sure where to click.
I think here. Wait, where is it? Here, there it is. Click and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, Wishbus, for the cue.
Oh,
Ah.
man.
So well done, and I'm glad we heard a produced version of them today with MAPA, because obviously it's a little more refined, usually multiple takes, they do composites, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then live, seeing them bring the skill set to a live setting, because it's always more revealing in terms of skill sets, choices, how their ability to act to some degree, because you're not always in a good mood singing a song about like a love song. You're always not in a bad mood singing about a sad song, right? So it's like there's a degree of being in line with the intention of the song, which we're seeing over and over again on this channel with all these artists that are recommended to us. So,
And they're great. I mean, there was maybe like one or two moments that were just a little off, but everything else was right on. It
but
was
here's
like,
the thing, and I heard that too, but that's also, and this is again very rarely ever allowed in a lot of other, I'll just say countries, is they allow the human to be human and not just auto-tune the crap out of it just for the sake of like, oh, it has to be perfect, because the voice isn't about perfection. It's the combination of slight imperfections that gives it some weight and some meaning. Sometimes being off key can
Is
give
good.
it,
Yeah.
it can actually give it an extra something. And there was nothing like grossly wrong, obviously. It's just more of
No.
those little imperfections being left alone makes it real. It gives an authenticity to that moment, that version. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah,
And
and plus sometimes
takes
the
precedence over the
relativity.
pitch anyway.
Sometimes the relativity of like, okay, when there's a moment that's not like totally pitch perfect, but then when they nail something, it's like, oh my god, just makes
Right.
it that much more. Because
Right.
when everything's perfect, it kind of loses its luster a little bit.
Okay. So we are moving on to What Kind of Fool Am I? This is the last song of the day. If you're just joining us, 2,150 people. You're amazing. Thanks for hanging
Yeah.
out with us.
It's not 19 million.
Johnny's so
But-
disappointed. We're just a little under. If you
But,
all just called one more friend and they called a friend and they called a friend and they called a friend, we would have been halfway there.
Yeah, you guys really dropped the ball there. No, thank you guys so much. It was what a
Yes,
turnout. This
and
is
for
great.
the coffees and the super thanks and supporting this channel so we can continue to do this. We really appreciate that. Next week again is going to be TNT Boys, Sarah Geronimo and Budakel. That'll be the day. Figure out what that how to actually say that. But I guess it's 3 different singers comprised, like other like individual famous artists brought together for this. We're going to learn more about that next time.
Yes.
We are going to do One Sweet Day, so we get kind of a little Katrina sneaked in there a little bit as well. But right now, we have What Kind of Fool Am I from Regine.
The best kind. Yes, and thank you, Zen and Chris, specifically for your copies.
Thank you.
I miss them. One day. One day we'll get 19 million.
Baby steps. Regine Wednesdays. When was this?
Yeah, when was this? Yeah.
7 years ago, this was posted. 2006.
I never fell in love. It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of.
That's great.
What kind of mind is this?
Pause it real quick. I love the theatrics that's being set up. What do you know this song? I don't know the song.
No,
Is this? I mean, I feel like I've heard it before, but
in my mind,
from a
I thought it
musical?
was I thought it was a Frank Sinatra song or something, like a standard. But
Sammy Davis Jr. So you got the time period. If
oh,
this is
okay,
the same song.
one of the Rat Pack, yeah.
Do I have the right
Just
song?
that-
Hold on.
And maybe then I'll know.
I think it's the same song.
Thought he was great too.
Of lips are these.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I've heard it before. So I listened to the what is it? The Suddenly Sinatra. I think that's what it's called. Channel. And so Sammy shows up there. So maybe that's where I've heard this before.
Yeah.
Potentially. All right. Let me back up here again. And Frank has a version too. Then I definitely heard that one.
What kind of mind is this? An empty shell, a lonely cell in which an empty heart
She's singing like it's right out of a musical.
must dwell. What kind of cloud am I? What do I know of life? Why can't I cast away the mask of clay and live my life? Why can't I fall in love like any other man? And maybe then I know what kind of fool
Oh, that took control.
What kind of mind is this? An empty shell
right, my defense, that is not the version I heard before. There's like, Frank, Sammy did not cover it in that way, in any way, shape, or form.
Is this
Wow.
an empty shell? A lonely sand in which an empty heart must wait.
Where it starts taking off. I mean, what do you say? What do you say? While kneeling on the ground, and apparently she was sick too.
Of course she was.
God, that happens so much when people. We just hear the performance of a lifetime, in the chat's like, oh yeah, she was dying that day. Actually,
but there is something when if your instruments. I mean, you know this. You gig all the time. It's like when even just a little bit of an allergy, a little bit of a head cold, a little bit of a sinus, whatever. It's like it becomes an obsession for the days even leading up to that to try to cultivate and like what to do. So sometimes when you're a little off, you become, because you're more self-aware, and it just has vocal fold edema, the mucosal membranes, like everything's a little bit swollen, and so you get like that tactile feedback to the brain to be more cautious. So that awareness, that heightened awareness, sometimes aids to their choices in the moment. I mean, it's a poor argument for, get sick so you sing better. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're really, really skilled, like she is, that heightened awareness allows her to make choices she might not have made before and gives a little more of a push, a little more drama, which I'm a sucker for.
Actually, I found for me personally, and I feel like for others as well, there's almost like more of an allowance. It's like, okay, I'm sick today, I'm not going to be as good, so there's a little bit more of that forgiveness, and it actually, I go into like there's less tension because I'm like, well, I'm not, it's going to be what it is, so
there's
I just
that
allow
permission
things to happen more.
Just allow,
and then sometimes it warms up to a point where it's like, okay, I'm actually doing pretty good here.
That's a really
I find
great
that
point.
In sports too. I feel like like the Michael Jordan game where he had the flu. He ended up playing amazingly just because he's not trying too hard. He's just, he's not like putting extra tension and pressure on himself so it just kind of flows more naturally. Yeah.
Really, really interesting point. I will agree with you this time. Unlike your ridiculous statements earlier during this during this chat.
Thanks, man.
Everyone, 2,200 people. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining us. I see the requests coming in. Please understand, I'm not intentionally ignoring you. We have 2 songs for 3 artists every Friday. Keep coming back. We're going to move through these and some of these artists along the way. We're also going to double down and do our Reaction Wednesday. So we spend 90 minutes just on a single artist. So we'll do that when we can. Mm-hmm. We love you. Thank you for hanging out with us. We hope to meet you all one day, for those of you who are in the Philippines right now. And that's our current dream of ours.
Yeah.
So, on that note, have a great weekend. Have an amazing weekend, in fact, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you guys
Thanks
so
for
much.
joining.
Thank you.
Mwah. Bye.
You are my missing pieces. Oh, I feel it in my heart.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.